Hello there everyone and welcome back to another episode of Dragon Mania Legends. So yesterday we unlocked the Ladybug Dragon for completing Tier 8 of the Rosie Outlook event, but now the egg has finished its hatching time, so we can open up this adorable little Ladybug Dragon. I mean, just look at the guy, he's got his cute little wings, he's a little bit chunky, I don't mind that at all. But rumour has it that the Ladybug Dragon is lucky. That must be true because this trainer has always considered himself fortunate to have found such a wonderful friend. Oh, that is so adorable. Like, don't even say that stuff to me. You're just gonna make my heart explode. But honestly, look at how chunky this guy is. I love his body. Like, those thick thighs. We can all get behind that at some point. I do really like the baby version of this Ladybug Dragon, but as usual, we will be leveling him up and taking a look at his adult form as well. We even got one of our items there, but this is the wonderful Ladybug. Genuinely, I've been waiting for this dragon to come out for a very long time, and it just looks perfect in the plant habitat. Look, he's got his flowers and everything that we'll need, and that's just wonderful. So, there you have it, Tier 8 completed and a new dragon to add to the collection. Super stoked about that. And obviously with the event we are still on tier 9 at the moment. We just have to win 2 battles. We can do that in a minute. And leveling up dragons takes way too long. But obviously I'm going to keep working on that, and then eventually we will hopefully be able to unlock this Rosie dragon. That shouldn't be too bad all in all. So, what do we have left? I think we have some of our things that we have. There we go. We've got the ruins here. And as per usual, we will be getting every one of them as a common chest, of course. Why would it ever be any different? And I genuinely just want some seals at this point. Why you gotta be rude to me, game? You know, I'm desperate at this point. Just not doing me any favours. I don't want to have to level up all of these dragons to level 30 to get to the level cap before we actually unlock it, and oh, my ear's itchy. Oh, sorry if you heard that, but I had an itch I just had to scratch. There was no way I was going to survive with that, like, just burning in my headset. But again, more common chests. Wonderful, amazing. I mean, we still get 100,000 food, so at the end of the day, it's actually not too bad. I know I complained about it, but it's actually okay. Like, even as a just consolation prize for basically failing, you still get like 100,000 gold, which isn't too much at the end of the day, but it's better than me getting nothing. So, it's time we stop complaining for a second, I think. And let's get our Cauldron as well. Oh god, we're at Cauldron level 1? Why? Why is our Cauldron just magically at level 1 now? I haven't changed any of our defenders. Game, can you not do this? I don't know what's going on, but, has it actually finally put the level the way it should? It actually has. Oh wow, I'm amazed. Well, let's take this guy out then, and we'll put in a higher level guy. What about 26? Is that gonna work? There we go. Now it's gonna give us a level 2 Cauldron. I don't want a level 1. I will stick with a level 2. And we have been D-ranking actually quite a lot, as you can see right here. That took me forever yesterday. And at the moment, we can't actually earn the battle chest, which is a little bit annoying as well. But we can still get the chests at the end because we have a ton of keys and everything. So this should be pretty much a cakewalk. And when we do finally get back up to 600 trophies, we'll be able to earn the battle chests again. And then obviously that's going to help us out a lot with collecting the materials that we need. But, I mean, I did go down to like 580 and then expected to win a few fights, but I forgot to take into account the fact that if we just leave our game overnight, we're actually going to get wrecked by randos as well. So, whoopsie daisy. So, we're going to have to get quite a few wins before we can be eligible to actually win the battle chest for today, which is a little bit tedious, but it's only my own fault to blame for that. Silly me. But that's the reason it is usually a lot better to stay between the 600 to 800 trophies range if you can, because you get the better chests, and then you can actually get your wins towards the battle chest every day. Because even though it seems a little bit annoying only getting one of those chests a day, it is actually super, super good. Because it gives you a ton of materials, and some people, for them, it is actually better than the rare chests for them, just because of how their luck seems to be going. So, a long, arduous process of recollecting, not weed collecting, that sounds awful. Can I not be a weed collector when I grow up, Mum? I don't want to be a weed collector. Unless you're talking about the Wii console. In which case, getting all the special editions of those would probably actually be pretty cool. You know, that makes more sense. A Wii collector. Huh. Well, there you go. The more you know. But, you know, while we're here, I did just want to go through that, I have been seeing on the DML forums more posts about people complaining about the new Enchantment League changes with the potion system and everything like that. And basically there's two sides to the coin. There's either the players saying, get over yourselves, you asked for these changes, you got them and now you're complaining. So what do you want? What do you actually want? And then there's the other people that are going, this is the worst idea that GL have ever thought of, we never asked for this, blah blah blah. And basically, the forums have recently apparently been just drama everywhere, just drama. Just people complaining about a new change, other people strongly defending it and stuff like that. And you guys know me. I'm someone that doesn't complain about things in this game very often. And when I do complain about them, not once I don't think I have ever said the players didn't ask for these changes. Because, you know, people were saying that the Enchantment League fights were boring, that the Enchantment League fights needed something else to just sort of engage the players more. And at the same time, Gameloft did want to prevent people from dropping down into lower leagues. So they did the logical course of action and they implemented the potions, which would give players with even level 70 dragons the opportunity to beat level 80s. And so obviously that makes the Enchantment League a lot more competitive, which is what Gameloft wanted all along, and what the players themselves were asking for, because more competition makes it more interesting, and more interesting equals more engagement, which is what people did ask for. And I don't understand, there's whole clans worth of people, like literally fully leveled clans and all that sort of thing, saying, we never ever asked for this. And all I'm gonna say to those people that are just constantly sending out like 5,000 word essays on the forums is that you're kind of retarded, is all that I can really say. I mean, for a start, half of the player base, yes, half the player base is basically really happy with the update changes, and I think lower level people will actually benefit from it slightly, because as long as they're staying in their lower leagues, they can still beat the higher level dragons. Obviously, not being able to get the battle chest is annoying, but now that we know the rare chest is actually in the game, it doesn't actually matter whether they get the battle chest or not, because they could never get that chest to begin with. So, all that the battle chest is a reward for higher level players, which they never had before. So, you know, complaining about the battle chest is kind of annoying, and obviously the other complaint is that now it requires keys to open the chest. I do find it a little bit annoying if I want to play constantly, but at the same time, like, we have a 5-minute timer on our Comet and Autumn, so we can just wait for that, come back, and then, you know, everything will be good to go. So, that's my thoughts on the issue for now. And, you know, I also did forget to mention that there is currently a promotion on for the Perfume Dragon. Like, look at this guy. 68% off, and it is £20. And you can get 270,000 food, a legendary habitat, and the Perfume Dragon. So essentially, you're probably paying like £18 just for this dragon. I do like the Perfume Dragon, like, quite a lot, but I probably won't be purchasing it. Damn it, my brain isn't working today. But, you know, if this dragon ever does become like a Dragon of the Week, I will be very happy, because I can't wait to breed this thing. But anyway, I think we need to do 2 dungeon fights as well today, just before I forget. It is definitely the sort of thing that I would do. So level 66s, so we do need to use Andy for this first fight here. And again, we did the other 6 fights yesterday, so we've basically got this tier under control, as long as the leveling up dragons isn't too annoying for us. And, you know, I have been hearing a lot that for the level up dragons section of the event, if you feed your dragon slowly, you are more likely to get an item out of the leveling up dragons. Like, at the moment, if I just, like, Speedy Gonzalez, get the food and go, blah, 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 normally I have to level up that fire dragon to, like, level 10, or level 9, 10-ish, before we actually get all the items we need for that. But if I feed the guy slowly, which I did try out earlier, actually, and I did get an item for every single level up that I did. And I'm not sure how long that mechanic's been implemented, or if it's just, like, random chance that it happened like that, but I am very intrigued to keep sort of experimenting with that, because I've never really heard anyone talking about it that frequently until, like, a couple of people mentioned it to me recently, and I was like, what do you mean? Why would you get more items per level up just for feeding your dragon slower? That seems like a weird and kind of stupid mechanic, but in my first, like, couple of tries with it, it actually seems to work, which is, like, mind-boggling. Like, why is that even a mechanic? But again, I will do more investigation while we still have this tier of the event ready, and if that is the case, then I don't even know what to say about it, honestly. That's just ridiculous. Like, it's just because someone's feeding their dragons, like, 1 food every 2 seconds instead of 5 food every 1 second, you just get more of the items for it. That's kind of... I don't believe it should work like that. But, I mean, we're 26 out of 50, and both of the times that I've done it slowly, I've gotten 4 refills, or 4 items given to me, whereas normally I only get 3. So if anyone else out there actually has information on that or knows for sure what the deal is, then please let me know, because I find that to be one of the weirdest mechanics that this game has. I have heard about other interactions like that in the game as well, but I can't think of them off the top of my head. So that is the, that's been on my mind recently. I don't understand. Genuinely, it's just very strange. But, you know, I guess we'll see what happens anyway. But, you know, every game has its weird mechanics at times, and that is definitely one of them. And, you know, if that's really the way to very easily just feed your dragons without requiring, like, any food, then I will take the extra 5 seconds to feed that dragon. Don't know about you guys, but that seems like a decent repayment to me. And, you know, after the Comet Dragon here, we will have our Autumn Dragon ready for us, and then we will finally be back up at 600 ranking. Again, I know it's a lot of enchantment stuff. We still do have our goal in mind for breeding those legendaries, of course. So getting back up to 600 is very important to me at the moment. But I don't think anything else has really been happening in the world of DML since, like, yesterday. I mean, obviously I've been doing a lot of content recently, which is kind of confusing almost. I seem to forget what I actually talked about last time, and I don't want to just repeat myself over and over again, of course, but I don't even know anymore. How have you guys been recently, anyway? And how are you doing in the event, more specifically? I mean, obviously, I've been doing all of my tier guides for every single level of the event, just because I don't want anyone moaning at me that this event is undoable, or impossible, or whatever, because so far in this event, I've missed a day and a half, I think, total worth of resets, and we are already almost on tier 10, and we still have 5 days of the event remaining. So basically, you could pretty much miss out on 3 to 4 whole days of resets and still be able to finish off tier 10 of the solo event. I'm not sure if the event is easier this time around than in the previous events, but I don't see much of a difficulty spike, if any, from the previous times. Again, I'd have to look into all the numbers and everything really analytically to know for sure, but this event doesn't seem too difficult. It's just the waiting on the collect gold and level up dragons just takes forever. And it is why people always say that the solo events are really boring, and that they'd prefer having castle events in replacement. I know a lot of people would be in shock horror, like, don't you dare say that! How could you? Don't ever bring a castle event into my presence ever again. Yeah, I get that, okay? But, you know, some people just really like the castle events, so what can you do? And also, I didn't really make a video on it or mention it at all, but I did buy some purple chests yesterday. So I did actually buy them so that we could get VIP level 11, because we were at level 10 and then I needed like, 50 gems to get up to VIP level 11. So I just thought, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and buy some rare chests to see if we can get any of the materials that we need. And of course, as per usual, I did manage to get all void materials. Extraordinary void is my favourite, always has been. I am very thankful for the game every time it does that for me. But I was sort of annoyed, so I just didn't upload it, because it felt like a massive waste of money, because I was like, I seriously paid just to get more void, is this my life? But yeah, just so you know, we are VIP level 11 now, but didn't even use any of those gems on the event, surprisingly, because normally I'd just, like, be 90 gems off of a tier and just be very tempted to skip the whole tier, just because I don't want to have to wait. But no, I actually held back this time and just spent it on the chest, so, you know, be proud of me. I'm not just frivolously spending as per usual. Well, I say that, but I haven't really spent a lot recently on this game, so not even that bad. We even did our daily missions already here. Not too bad. And obviously I'm happy because with VIP level 11 we actually get more of the auto battle tickets per day. We get 10 per day now instead of 8. Oh, I love it so much. The gold vault cooldown has also gone down. But obviously, VIP level 12 is the max VIP level, and then we would unlock the Tiki Dragon. But, you know, I don't know, I feel weird saying that I would have VIP level 12 at any point. It seems crazy that I would ever have enough for it. And did that really just reset into, like, nothing? I kinda wanna level some stuff up for these ruins. What are you doing to me? We don't have all 3 of the dragons that we need for, like, any of these ruin explorations, so I guess just shoot me in the foot, I suppose. If you want to be like that game, who cares about you? But, you know, actually, while we're here, let's see if we can feed up one of our fire dragons again at all. Probably not, but let's just try it out anyway. And again, instead of just going blah 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 blah, the way to do it is just to, like, go one piece at a time, and seeing if the level up actually gives you the item. Obviously it's not doing it now because I think we've depleted the pool, but just showing you guys like how slow I was doing it to get the items before. So I will keep playing around with that like I said, but any info, hit me up. I will be very interested to hear about it. But anyway, for now, we have spent a lot of time doing a whole lot of, I don't even know, to be honest. So, thank you for watching, and good luck with the event yourselves. I hope you also get the Ladybug and Rosie dragons, and until next time, I will see you then.